What's up, everyone? I'm Melissa ELISE, and you're watching Melissa ELISE TV. Welcome to my Billions Season 3, Episode 3 review, A Generation Too Late. And what an incredible episode it was, so let's jump in. This was Ira's episode, really from start to finish, and I'm not mad about it. I don't think anybody can say that what Chuck did to Ira was fair or right, especially considering the state of his life now. The man was already in pretty bad shape post-divorce. He's trying to put his life back together, and then he got so excited about the whole ice juice venture, and he did his due diligence and brought it to Chuck, only to have him derail not only the company, but Ira's reputation, his credibility, and his capital. Obviously, Axe didn't have to take the bait, but that still doesn't make what Chuck did okay or even legal. And to top it all off, Ira was really Chuck's only friend besides his dad, and now that he's burnt both of them, he's really on his own. Besides Wendy, but you guys already know how I feel about that. So Ira wants to, but can't propose to his girlfriend because he can't afford the ring or the wedding. And with Axe's case plus the suit that Ira's bringing against him looming over everything, his girlfriend decides it's better if they just wait. And this is perfect ammunition for Bobby as he closes in on Ira with a pretty sweet deal, offering him his life back, a minor $30,000, and a giant ring in exchange for him agreeing to drop the suit against him and not testifying against Axe, plus informing on what he knows Chuck and his dad did. Billions tweeted this the other day, taking a poll of who thought Ira would take Axe's deal, and the results are overwhelming in favor of Ira remaining loyal to Chuck, and that is just not what happened. I really did think Ira was going to choose to protect Chuck, at least for what their friendship was, but I guess we all underestimate how hurt Ira is. But even as he tells Dake and Brian that Chuck Sr. made the deal with Chuck's money and knowledge, and that Chuck trapped Axe illegally, Dake stops the interview and straight up tells Brian, "We don't want to hear the truth." And Brian's not gonna let this go, but we'll see if Ira keeps up his end of the deal. He could change his mind just as easily as he gave up Chuck. Besides Ira, there were quite a few characters whose life is or was in disarray in this episode. Axe himself is signing divorce papers with Lara, and I still find it odd that no one's actually said the word. Is that the new thing? It's just called separating now? Then there's this other hedge fund guy whose fund is pretty much down the drain, but Axe offers him an olive branch that turns out to be more of a leash, since Axe is able to convince his friend Raul, the head of the police commissioner's fund, to invest their money in Panay, and he gives him $2 billion to get his fund up and running again. Axe essentially suckers him into a deal that requires him to take all his orders from Axe and give up a stake in his company. The two minor stories of this episode saw Taylor and Wags working together to potentially hire quants, or at least the people who make them, which has most of the analysts in panic mode. But they decide not to hire anyone in favor of Taylor building their own, and I really like them and Wags working together. Wags is definitely on one though without Axe being there, and I'm excited to see how much longer he can keep it together. But McPhee decides to work harder, which is exactly what XCap needs right now. There's also this dead prison guard case that the AG wants the Southern District to prosecute, and it's just a bad situation all around, with the AG telling Chuck in so many words what case he's going to prosecute, and it turns out that the victim here is really the inmate, which Chuck tries to make clear to the public, hoping that it will sway the AG, but it does not. I don't like this guy at all, which I guess is fine because I don't think his character is supposed to be likable. Overall, really solid episode. I really enjoyed this one, and I'm kind of scared of Axe now as well as for him. He's been backed into a corner, and he's now preparing for the worst, entertaining the possibility of losing this case. He is taking measures to win, otherwise why make the deal with Ira? But he's also looking at what would be left of his money and his empire if he does go away. But I guess at least we'll know he'll take a lot of money with him before he goes. That's it for me, but the question of the week is, do you think that there is even the slightest chance that Axe and Lara could reconcile, or is it really over for good? Let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next week. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, consider subscribing.